Well, we're back for Game 7, the deciding Game 7. Not much is going to be decided since the Evergrid has, I said the Evergrid again, 5 games to 1 lead over O'Hoolahans. But the O'Hoolahans have given it their all tonight.
I'm going to have to disagree with you, Tom, because you say the Evergrid, there's not much to decide. I'm not supposed to play for. The O'Hoolahans can still double the total win that they have on the season. I'm going to restart that one.
Oh, Schwam
nice
with
duck
nice
by
duck.
Schwam.
Yep.
Not as good of a throw by Schwam. Nice deflection. Deflection. Dodge, dive by Dave. The alliteration is alliterating.
Alliterating, always.
Kind of like my shirt. It's alliterating.
It's very glittery. It's shiny.
Glitterating.
Things kind of slowing down here to a snail's pace in Game 7 as Clifton Cassidy has a seat.
I'm not sure you would ever call it a snail's pace because even a slow dodgeball game is fast and furious.
Far exceeds snail's pace.
Without question. No offense to snails.
Yeah, no offense.
They might not be very good at this game.
Make sure if you enjoy what you see, make sure you let WTOB know how much you enjoy it. Make sure you download the podcast of the game. Check it out on the web, blacksburg.gov.
Make sure you tell your friends so they can watch it on television. They can watch it at the gym when they're working out, you know, where everyone's trying to be healthy. Turn on WTOB.
Oh,
Mike Hefner.
The hero of last game lets that ball go through his bread basket.
It's like he didn't have 2 balls that time, so he couldn't catch a third.
Yep, that happens all the time. 5 minutes left here in Game 7. Evergrid with the 5 games to 1 lead. Brian Marshall and his crew have done an outstanding job.
Look out, Gate. Nice duck. Look out, Parthy. Nice duck. Look at Schwam out there talking a little trash, taking a little page out of Half Pint's book. You know, she doesn't waste any time. If she gets her hands on a ball, it's out of her hands very quickly.
Yep, she's throwing it. Ain't no messing around with her.
They don't call her Schwam for nothing. What does that mean?
I'm not sure. Because there's no swimming involved with this.
Ooh, she's swimming in a sea of emotion.
That's how I roll, bro.
Look out, Tom.
Things getting a little hairy around here.
So let's set the lineups for Evergrid in the far court. That is Curtis Dane to the left. The center's Mike Fields, and of course the one and only Brian Marshall.
The incomparable Brian Marshall.
He is incomparable.
Schwam, Gade, Parthy, and Disco Dave here in the near court.
Disco Dave dropping down low, and then Parthy firing back. They're all still going to stay in. Gade trying to get a ball in there, but Parthy's got the corner on the market. Nice deflection, another nice deflection. Disco Dave, number 46.
Oh!
He is across the attack line.
Can't go across the attack line, so that's not going to count. So, Mike will stay in.
Mike will stay in.
Gade running around furiously.
Oh, nice duck by Curtis Dane. Brian Marshall is hashing out the rules out there with Mike Fields.
I'm sure Game 7 is the right time to be hashing out the rules, but you're doing it nonetheless.
Well, you know, if you don't understand the rules, it's never a better time than right now. See how I kicked that right out to the center, Tom?
You did. It's going to die right on the center line.
Exactly, and both teams have
man zone.
Both teams have equal shot at it.
I like that. We'll see who has the courage to go out and get that.
Look at Curtis Dane. He's kind of got a martial arts type stance there. Backing up, kind of looks like Scorpion from the old Mortal Kombat games.
Scorpion wins.
You're right about that, Optimus. Under 3 minutes left, 5 games to 1 lead, Evergrid.
Nice deflection by Gade there. Nice deflection by Parthy there. And he's going to get that ball that was in no man's land, as you say.
It's because O'Hoolahan controlling the balls right now. Some confusion about where the participants can throw the ball from.
I don't think it's on the game. It's time to hash that out.
I agree with you right there, Jedward.
I was kind of making fun of you, Tom.
Oh, no, you were right on the ball on that one.
I was making fun of you. So if you're me and I was right on the ball by making fun of you,
I appreciate it.
You're right. I was on the ball. The children are right to laugh at you, Tom.
Lower your voice, Ron. Parthy and Brian Marshall having words.
O'Hoolahans would be content to hold these balls for another 2 minutes, they would get their second win of the night, their fourth win of the season if the game ended like this with their man advantage. And that means that Evergrid's got to be a little bit more aggressive.
Balls like that, Schwamm's got to keep out of the air. They're going to snag it and knock her out.
Right, and then it'd be a tie game. But like they used to say back in high school, B-E-A-G-G-R-E-S-S-I-V-E.
I have no idea what that is.
It spells be aggressive.
Okay. I'm a horrible
Brian Marshall.
speller. Horrible speller.
You know, you called out Brian Marshall for bluffing a few times. That might be the first time Curtis Dane has thrown that ball all game. You never say anything about Curtis Dane. I think you have a vendetta against Brian Marshall. And I don't think, frankly, I don't think he deserves it.
That's good. He's team
Gay
captain. Wow.
trying to catch the ball, or maybe
Gay,
not.
That's a tough one to catch.
Just couldn't hang on, and now things are even up with a minute to go. Remember, if this goes to full 7 minutes, we go to a 2-minute sudden death. Not a southern death, but a sudden death.
It could be
overtime.
southern in these parts.
Could be, yes.
Southwest Virginia here.
Southern
Under
West
a minute.
Virginia.
Brian Marshall cocked and ready to go.
Oh.
She's out. She is out. She tried to kind of just second nature deflect the ball.
And now the tables have turned, folks. The O'Hoolahans that had the advantage just moments ago now find themselves not only facing Evergrid, but also against the clock. They need to get at least one man down so they can get this thing tied up, send it to a sudden death overtime. If I'm Brian Marshall, I'm just going to hold these balls. You control the power.
Yeah. Disco Dave needs to fire away.
Throw. Fire away, Disco Dave. You got 13 seconds. You got to get somebody out.
You got one ball. You better use it wisely right here, folks.
8 seconds. Disco Dave firing, and he's going to take a seat. Parthy's the last man standing.
It won't matter. Parthy was game in that one, but just couldn't withstand the pressure that Evergrid put on. And they win Game 7, and they win overall tonight, 6-1, and we will wrap things up on the Dodgeball Game of the Week.
On WTOB.
Well, Optimus, how did things come out tonight?
You know, Tom, I was really surprised. I thought it was going to be an evenly matched game, but Evergrid really was too powerful for the O'Hoolahans, much like the Autobots are too powerful for the Decepticons. So they really showed a lot of heart tonight, and they were just a superior team.
Well, for Optimus Prime, I'm Tom Booth. I hope you've enjoyed tonight's Dodgeball Game of the Week.